Welcome to the WHHI-TV Daily News. It's another great day in the Lowcountry. I'm Betsy McDaniel, and here are today's headlines. Well, another day and another update in the real-life Lowcountry soap opera that is the Alex Murdaugh case. Earlier this week, Murdaugh's defense team filed a motion asking a judge to compel the State Attorney General's office to reveal a possible motive for the killings of Maggie and Paul Murdaugh in June of 2021. Prosecutors granted that wish in the form of a 23-page filing in Colleton County Court on Thursday. The filing said in part, the clouds of the defendant's past were gathering into the perfect storm of debts, drug abuse, and the looming exposure of numerous financial crimes, pushing the seemingly respectable Alex Murdaugh to kill his wife and son. The filing went on to say that on the day of the murders, Murdaugh's law firm had demanded an explanation as to where hundreds of thousands of dollars in legal fees had gone, and that having neither the money nor a plausible explanation as to where that money went, Murdaugh killed Maggie and Paul to shift the attention away from himself. More than 1 million South Carolinians have received an early Christmas present from the South Carolina Department of Revenue in the form of more than $942 million in tax rebates. Back in June, state lawmakers approved the rebate, stating that eligible taxpayers would receive up to an $800 rebate by the end of the year if their return was filed by October 17th. Eligible taxpayers who filed their 2021 returns between October 18th and February 15th will get their rebates by March. To check your status, visit dor.sc.gov/rebate-2022. You'll need your Social Security number and line 10 from your 2021 South Carolina individual tax return to track your status. An invasive termite not native to South Carolina, but with the potential to cause more destruction than those that are native to South Carolina, has increased their hold in the Palmetto State in recent years. An article out of Clemson University states that as of June, 14 counties have established colonies of the Formosan subterranean termite. The affected counties are mainly in the Midlands and the Lowcountry, and do include Beaufort and Jasper among them. The Formosan termites actually don't eat wood any faster than our native termites and can be eradicated in the same manner. But what makes them potentially more destructive is the sheer size of their colonies. A colony of this invasive species can have up to 1 million or more workers, whereas a native colony has only about 100,000. Some precautionary measures to combat them include annual termite inspections, eliminating sources of moisture, storing firewood at least 20 feet from your home, and maintaining a 1-inch gap between soil and the wood portions of your home. And the final numbers are in, and it turns out that the 2022 sea turtle nesting season was our second largest season to date. In all, there were 423 nests, 241 of which needed to be relocated to safer spots by the Sea Turtle Patrol, and this year's nest success rate was 93.5%. All of those numbers ultimately led to nearly 48,000 hatchlings emerging successfully from those nets, a number that is higher than the almost 38,000 estimated resident population of the island. The media sources on your screen will have more on these and other stories, and we would love for you to like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram at WHHI-TV. And if you have an idea for a news story, we'd love to hear it, so drop us a line at news@WHHITV.com. And now here's a look at what happened last night in the Loco with Justin Jarrett.
It's time for Last Night in the Loco on WHHI, powered by Locosports.com. If you thought football season was over after the Beaufort Eagles claimed the Class 3A state title last week, hold up a second. 5 of the Loco's biggest high school football stars are still at it this week, preparing to strap on the pads one more time for the South team in the annual Touchstone Energy Cooperative's All-Star Game for the state's top seniors. Fresh off their starring roles in the state title run, Beaufort's Casey Fields and Colton Ferris have been in Myrtle Beach this week, along with May River stars Jaden Jones and Darian Perry and Bluffton's Jalen Linder, as well as Hilton head high coach BJ Payne, who is coaching the South team's defensive line. The All-Stars showed out for college coaches on the practice field all week and took part in off-field activities, including a shopping trip to a local Target to make dreams come true for underprivileged youth this holiday season. And on Saturday afternoon, they'll get one last chance to play high school football and perhaps earn a shot to continue their careers at the next level. Ferris is firmly committed to Appalachian State, but the other 4 Loco stars on display this week are still on the market and fielding offers. After picking up offers from Savannah State and Mars Hill in the wake of his dominant showing in the state championship game, Fields has added 2 more D2 offers to his sheet this week, with Limestone and North Greenville coming in. Limestone also offered Linder, while Perry picked up an offer from Anderson University and Jones was offered a spot at Wabash College. With a strong showing in Saturday's showcase, more doors could open. Secure the bag, fellas. For Loco Sports and WHHI, I'm Justin Jarrett. Until next time, go Loco.
Thanks, Justin. And now we're going to head it over to Maria Soden for a look at our weather.
Thanks, Betsy. Yep, well, to everybody who's been saying it hasn't been feeling like Christmas around here because of all the warm weather, well, guess what? We have a cold front coming through just in time for the weekend. So taking a look at this weekend, Saturday it's going to be cooler, partly cloudy, and we are going to see some passing showers throughout the day. Hilton Head's going to have a high of 60, a low of 55. Bluffton's going to have a high of 60, a low of 53. And Beaufort's going to have a high of 59, and a low of 53. Come Sunday, it's going to be cloudy, and then we are going to see some rain throughout the evening. Hilton is going to have a high of 61, a low of 52. Bluffton's going to have a high of 62, a low of 50. And Beaufort's going to have a high of 62 and a low of 50. The sunrise for this weekend is going to be at 7:13, and sunset's going to be at 5:18. Taking a look at the beach tides, Saturday high tide is going to be at 10:17 a.m. and low tide is going to be at 5:49 p.m. Come Sunday, high tide is going to be at 10:56 a.m. and low tide is going to be at 6:31 p.m. Take a look into next week. Monday is going to be mostly cloudy with highs in the 60s and lows in the 50s. Come Tuesday, it's going to be partly cloudy with highs in the 50s and lows in the 40s. And then come Wednesday, it's going to be cloudy, breezy, and rainy throughout the day. And we're going to see the highs in the 60s and lows in the 50s and 40s. That's it for today. Let's get back to the desk.
Thanks, Maria, and we'll be back in just a moment with the latest out of the RBC Volunteer Coordinator. Stay with us.